In today's video, we're going to learn how to make this really cool glass morphism effect in Canva all the way from scratch. And we're going to use the elements that are available for everyone so everyone can follow along. Let's jump into Canva, see how we do it. So we're starting from a blank slide. I'm using a presentation format. You can use any that you like. First of all, we're going to change the background. So background color, and then we're going to scroll down until we have the gradients. And let's set a nice gradient with a blue, like a blue, dark blue. And then the other one, we're going to change it to purple. So I'm going to change it to a dark purple. Maybe a bit more towards the blue. So we have this really cool effect. Let's change it so we have the light in the middle. I think that always looks nice. I'm just going to nudge it over a bit so we have that purple tint in the design. I think that looks good. Now we're going to the Elements tab. And here we're going to look for 3D shapes. So we can either go for the 3D shapes and then go for Abstract. So you see there's multiple ones. Maybe we look for on color, like a purple one. We can add those to the slide. There's some really cool ones. Or we can do like a cube and add those. But if you don't want to work with those 3D shapes, you can always just use these standard ones. So if we just go for graphics and we type in cube and maybe purple, you see that there's multiple ones that you can use. So I'm going to add them to the slide. You have this sort of glass effect, which looks quite nice, but you can also use the standard ones. So depending on which one you like, you can just choose those. Then I'm going to go for magic recommendations. And then that opens up a set of icons or a set of shapes in that same style. So this is pretty nice if you want to sort of get that same style and effect on your slides. So I'm going to just grab a few and add them to the slide and sort of scatter them around. I'm going to make them a bit smaller, some a bit larger, positioning them on the border of the slide. So we can always go overboard, cross the borders of the slide. You don't have to, but you definitely can, just like this. And we leave a little bit of room in the center. What I'm going to do now is we're going to sort of create that blur layer. And for that, we're going to share and we're going to export this first as a PNG or a JPEG, doesn't really matter. So export it, download, give it a few seconds. And then once it is loaded, and then you can just open that in Finder. And then we're just going to drag that image on the screen. So this is now our picture of the, or our export. So we can no longer edit the shapes here. We can still do it in the background. And we're going to put that on full screen. So it's like an extra layer on top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to edit and we're going to blur. Select whole image and then increase the intensity to, let's say, 80 points. And now if we remove this, so we close it, we can now adjust the crop marks and you see how that layer below now becomes visible and we sort of get that blurred layer on top. Now we're going to do a few tweakings. So I'm going to select that around the corner and around the corner. So we have a nice curve here on the sides. I think that gives that clean modern touch to it. Now you see that the shapes in the background, if I change them, it doesn't change on that picture. So you sort of have to be quite sure of the position that you have. It's not that you can change it and it changes in the background. So I think I kind of like this. I'm going to just add a little bit more of a shadow. So I'm going to go for a shadow and then add that shadow underneath here. So just that border, very subtle, maybe a bit more transparency if it's too harsh. And I'm going to copy it, rotate it 90 degrees and position it here on the side as well. So I'm just going to do that. So we have that sort of lift effect of the glass morph that we want. Now I'm going to add a title and this I'm going to call glass morphism, make it larger, and the font we're going to make it white. Select it all, make it white. There we go. And then we can even maybe call that 3D shapes. So this is how you could get that effect. Now there's so much you can do with that glass morphism. Let's put it on full screen. I think this looks really nice and there's so much you can actually do with it. There's so many designs, but this is how you would do it in Canva in a flexible way. I know there's like a few glass panels, but they don't really look nice. So this is how I usually go about this. So I hope you like this effect. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you like to see something specific. And if you want to learn more about Canva, make sure to drop a follow and watch the video on screen right now.